Hey y'all, I am Dejahair here, and today we are going to be crimping this wig. This is a handmade wig from my client. I did not construct this wig. This is a handmade wig. When I say a handmade wig, I mean a wig made with needle and thread. Okay, so she brung it to me to revamp it. Okay, and that's what we're getting ready to do. I did color it jet black. So this is how it turned out. Jet blacky black. But I did blow dry it. That's all I did. I didn't flat iron it. All I did was just blow dry it straight. Okay. First thing you want to do is you want to take out a small section. You do want to start in the back. So you want to grab about 2 to 3 tracks at a time and crimp that. Now I did go with some Fantasia heat protectant. I recommend putting the Fantasia heat protectant on the entire wig instead of just one section at a time, okay? Because it can certainly make a difference. What I noticed was it didn't hold as much because it had the heat protectant on it. So I just recommend before you start, just spray some heat protectant on the entire head. Don't go section by section. And then it can just saturate all over the entire head. But then you do want to go in with some freeze spray, and you want to spray that on every section, okay? Every section that you are going to crimp, you want to use the freeze spray, okay? The freeze spray, okay? Now the crimping iron that we're using is by Ion. It is this purple crimper. I got this one from Sally's. That is where I got it from. You can probably find it on Amazon, but I definitely got mine from Sally's. Majority of my hot tools, if it's like a name brand, does come from Sally's because I know that they have it in stock. But what I am doing, before I even tell you what I'm doing, let's just get into how these crimps look. Now my client, she likes her crimps very like crispy, okay? That's what I'm gonna call it, crispy. Like, she wants to make sure that her crimps, that they last. Like, she wants it stuck. She doesn't want it coming loose in a few days. So when I say I saturate the hair with freeze spray, I saturate it with heat spray, because that is what's going to keep it formed and keep it together. And then when you put your crimper on the hair, that is actually how the beautiful curls form. Just look at it. Just look at it. Now, crimping can take a very long time, so you certainly do have to have patience when it comes to crimping, okay? You don't want to rush it. Now, I do have my settings on the highest setting, so I believe it's like 450. If you want to bring it lower, you can, but I'm going to bring it to the highest, okay? And again, you're just going to take 2 to 3 tracks at a time, and you are going to crimp that, and you're going to saturate it, okay, with freeze spray. And you're going to take out a small section. You don't want to make it too small, you don't want to make it too big, okay? And then now, since we're in the back, I am bringing the crimper all the way up to like where the track starts, okay? And you want to leave it on for about 10 to 15 seconds each, okay? Because you don't want the curls to drop. Like, you really want to see how the crimps form, okay? So you want to keep it on for about 10 to 15 seconds. Now when we move it, if you see the crimper, there's a top part, you can see the hair, and then you can see the bottom part. Now when you're crimping, do you see that bottom part right there? When it's time to move to the next section, you're going to place the top part where the bottom part was just lying. Okay, so I will show you again on this one. Again, you're going to saturate the hair with freeze spray again. Now you see the top part, you're going to see the hair, and then you're going to see the bottom part. You're going to leave it on for about 15 seconds. When you take it off, where that bottom part was, you're going to place the top part right where the bottom part was lying, okay? You don't want to just crimp it and then move to the next straight piece that's underneath. No, You want to keep it uniform and neat. So you're going to take that all the way down. Now, as you get to the bottom of the hair, you don't have to leave the crimper on as long because the hair is actually getting thinner. So you don't have to leave it on for like 10 to 15 seconds. You definitely want to leave it on for about 10 to 15 seconds when you're at the top of the hair because the hair is so coarse and it's so thick up there. But when you're working your way to the bottom, you don't have to leave it on for that long because the hair is getting thinner. Therefore, you don't need that much heat, okay? But you're just going to move to the next section. What I also like doing is pushing it up. So right now I'm putting the crimper on and then I'm pushing it up. You see how you can see how defined that curl is? That's because I'm pushing it up. Like I'm really trying to lock in the previous curls or the previous crimps that I put in. Because when you're curling hair, you do want to like pin it up so the curl can hold. But since we can't pin this up, I just like to push it up when it comes to crimps, and that certainly does make a difference. I promise you, it will keep the crimps formed, okay? And you're really just going to take that all the way across. Again, you are only taking 2 to 3 tracks at a time. If you want to go one by one, you can. I don't recommend it unless you want your hair to be like really full, then you can. But 2 to 3 tracks is perfect. Like, look, you see how I'm pushing it up? I'm trying to keep that form of that crimp. Like, it's just so perfect. But you make sure you're saturating it, okay? Remember I said this was a handmade wig. Now, out of courtesy, she did have some tracks that was slipping. So I was being nice. And I made sure that it did not slip off. So I re-sewed it on as a courtesy. Okay? Because we sewing machine made over here. But as a courtesy, I did go in and re-sew some of the loose tracks. Now, you better know I'm going to tell her, you need to get this mug remade, okay, on the sewing machine, because anybody can be doing this every single time. But she did have some tracks that was slipping, so I did go in as a courtesy and fix that. But after I fixed that, I literally just went back to crimping the hair because it was falling apart a little bit, okay? That's why I only work on wigs that's mine, but she always be showing out, okay? So I went ahead and helped her out some, okay? But I'm not gonna lie, I do want to start helping y'all like with y'all wigs and revamping it for y'all that y'all did not purchase from me, because you don't have to throw it away. Like, wigs, they're very expensive. So if that's something y'all would like for me to do, make sure y'all comment that down below, because I will certainly take thought into that. Because her wig, it was in good condition. The hair was great. She used to sell hair, but it was just a handmade wig, and therefore it's not going to last, you know, as long as a sewing machine wig we made. But if that's something that y'all would like and would like for me to offer, let me know. Comment down below, because I will certainly allow y'all to bring y'all wigs into me for me to revamp them for y'all, okay? But baby, it better be human hair, okay? But let's get back into the video. So after I re-sewed it, I just went in on that track and I just went back to crimping. Now again, you want to take small sections. Now watch me. Where that bottom part is, you're gonna put that top part right on top of where that bottom part was, okay? Do not just put the crimp iron on the straight hair right beneath it. No, where that bottom crimping barrel is, you're gonna open it and put that top piece right where the bottom piece was, okay? Because you want to keep it uniformed, okay? And take your time when you are crimping. When it comes to crimps, it certainly can be tiring. It's gonna feel like it's taking all day, but I promise you, you just have to take your time, okay? That's the only way that it is going to come out to perfection and be neat, okay? You cannot rush talent, baby. You can't, okay? So just make sure you are taking your time, okay? And just leave it on for about 10 to 15 seconds. Just look how it looks. Like, it looks like sea waves, beach waves. What am I doing? I'm taking my time. So make sure you are taking your time. Okay, like I will swim in this. Like, that's how perfect it looks for real. Literally, like I can swim in it, and I know y'all would. So just look at those waves. Ooh, it even moves like water. Okay, but make sure y'all follow me. Okay, make sure y'all subscribe to me. Make sure y'all give me a thumbs up. Okay, please, and thank you. Okay, but this is the last piece. I promise you, this was the last piece. I didn't want to put that full piece on the barrel, so I did split it into two. Now, this is the last piece. After this piece, we're going to move to the closure. Now, when you move to your closure, you want to make sure that you do have a hot comb on hand. You want to make sure you have a hot comb on hand. You do not want your wig to be thick. So go ahead and grab your wax stick and put it right there on the closure, and you want to flat iron. Okay, you want to get it as flat as possible, because we're not doing any fat wigs over here. It's flat wigs only, and you just want to flat iron it until you see that it is flat. Okay, because again, we're not doing hat wigs over here. Now, when I crimp the top part, I do not crimp it all the way up like where the part is. I bring it down some. It's like you want it to start like right where the eyebrows is, okay, or a little bit lower than the eyebrows, but you definitely want to leave some of the closure straight. Okay, leave a space and then start crimping. And then once you finish one side, you just gonna move to the opposite side. If you see any flyaways, you want to go ahead and fix it. You fix it with a comb. You can get some freeze spray, or you can get your wax stick. Okay, and any flyaways that you see, you just want to correct it. Okay, you want everything to look neat, and you want it to look uniform. But I'm getting ready to crimp my last section, and I'm using the same tips that I did the first time. Okay, but make sure you all like, comment, and subscribe, and comment any future videos that you would like for me to do, whether it's tutorials or it's giving you tips on business. Y'all let me know what y'all would like to see from me. Okay, but this is how it turned out. Again, fix anything that needs to be fixed. But these are the crunchy crimps. I'm calling them crunchy crimps, okay? These are the crunchy crimps, and they're not going to fall. They're going to last, and they're going to stay hard, okay?